Do you want more? More time, more balance, more love, more sex, more money, more real, and less bullshit? This is the Women Wanting More podcast with Dr. Karen Osborne. Real life, real stories, plus real tips to get you more of what you want.
Inspiration is everywhere if you're open to it. So as I'm walking home, this is typically the time I record my podcast episodes for you, sister. And I was explaining to Tyson's teacher that he does not have shoes today to change into, and he's wearing his boots today at school because yesterday his shoes, he stepped in dog poop. And we got home, and if that's ever happened to you in like a running shoe kind of thing where it gets like all in the tread and it's like this shit is never coming out. Goodbye shoes. And so we have another pair of shoes back up for Tyson, new ones that we just got. Actually cool, these Under Armour shoes. They're black and white, they're really rad looking. We got to put them on and they do not fit. I'm like, all right, buddy, you are wearing your boots today at school. We will get some new shoes after school. No big deal, right? So I told his teacher, I just said, hey, heads up, in case you're wondering, Tyson's in his boots all day today because, and explain the situation, right? Stepped in dog poop. She's like, who does that? Why don't people pick it up? And I'm like, no biggie, it's what it is, right? So it made me think of this when she said, who does that? And I thought, wrong question. Who does that? Why would somebody not pick up the dog poop? How could somebody be so inconsiderate? Those are questions you can ask yourself. But let me ask you this, sister. Are these questions that get you what you want? See, I'm going to have you consider that there's a possibility that you're asking a lot of the wrong questions. Now, I'm not into saying this is wrong and this is right, or this is good and this is bad. Or this is the, correct, incorrect. Like none of that shit. Like it's what is. But again, I'm going to have you just be open to the possibility that these are just not, let's just call it the best questions to get you what you want. They are not the questions which will get you towards what you want. So what were the questions we asked this morning? Oh shit, the new shoes, the other backup shoes don't fit. Who would do that? And what do we need to do? Can we find Tyson's old boots? Because he's left his other boots at school. Okay. It's like, what do we need to do? Cool. He's got the boots here. Let's put these ones on. We're walking to school. Tell the teacher. We'll get new shoes after school. No big deal. Now, it might seem like something kind of trite or, frivolous talking about a 6-year-old stepping in dog poop. But let's take a look and give you some context into other parts of your life. Marriage. So the majority of my clients that I work with, if it's not the reason that they've applied to coach with me, if it's not the primary thing that they want, then it's usually coming up at some point from the majority of my clients. And so sometimes the questions that they ask go like this. How come he can't give me what I want? Why can't he listen to me when I'm speaking? How come he can't read my fucking mind? Why is he such an asshole? Why can't he see? Like questions that, number one, you will probably never get the answers for, or the answers that you're looking for. Like, let's consider that. Why can't he hear me? Well, let's go back. Maybe he is grown up in a family, or let's just even go back even further. He's a man, and this is not a male bashing conversation, so don't even fucking go to that place. Ha ha ha, that's male bash. That's bullshit. Don't do that. But the socialization of most men is not focused on teaching boys who become men how to listen. It's more physical. It's show up as a man. It's a lot of languaging. It's grow a sack. It's don't be a pussy. It's don't have feelings. It's a lot of stuff which, quite honestly is confusing. And for a lot of boys who grew up into men and don't know how to process that, they end up swinging to one or the other pendulum. Super aggressive, super physical, super, we'll say, jock-like, frat boy-like, or the other end, and just sensitive and, soft, and let me just label this one, a big fucking pussy. Not what a man is, right? In my definition, not what a man is. And so you take that, you take how majority of men are socialized, at least in North America, of how to be. You then layer into how he grew up. Did they communicate in the family? Did he feel, was he told like his words don't matter? Did he have past relationships where he tried to really listen and they would go, you're not listening. He was like, but I thought I was listening. It's like you will never really find out the answer to that question. When if you simply declare and go, okay, what do I want? I would like to have it so that my husband really clearly understands me. Okay, why can't he listen to me? Consider this instead. Who do I have to become for him to really hear me? How could I communicate differently so he really understands it? What amount of patience do I need to have, do I require, in order to see this through and understand that if my marriage has been this way for a while, it's not going to happen overnight. Who do I have to become to be more understanding and maybe see things from a different perspective? Running things like A Positive Focus or doing the work by Byron Katie. What do I have to do to get this thing that I want, which in this example, have my husband really hear me? Not even, see, there's kind of really deeply hearing, right? To have that listening for. Who do I need to become? What do I need to do? What are the actions I need to take? How can I become more understanding? How can I communicate better? Right? Questions that move you towards getting you what you want. Not like with Tyson's teacher. She's a wonderful teacher. This is not to, and she's not negative at all, but again, who would do something like that? How could somebody, I don't know, the person that did it, and how could they do it? Because they did. Maybe the dog pooped on the lawn somewhere they didn't see it. Sometimes I take my dogs out early in the morning. It's 5 a.m., 10 to 5, and it's dark, and I'm like, God, I can't see the poop. It's dark outside right now. So, sister, what are the questions that you are asking yourself in your life, right? With your marriage, with your health, with your business, with your children, with your purpose. What are the questions that you're asking yourself? So here's your more tip for today. I want you to just take a look at one area. So it could be your health. It could be relationships. It could be business/work. It could be parenting. It could be purpose. And just choose one area and just journal for 5, 10, if you want more. You want more than 10 minutes. Of what are the questions that I ask myself right now? And the second piece of this, it's not to beat yourself up. It's really examine those questions. Are these questions getting me towards what I want? And then here's part number 3. If they're not, what are new questions I could really ask myself to get deeper? See, most of you and most of people are unwilling and afraid to do the deep work because it's not easy, because it can be uncomfortable, because it's hard, because it means that you take responsibility for your life. Most would rather not, but not you, sister. Women wanting more, you're listening to this for a reason. So I have a very exciting announcement to make. In May 2017 of this year, date is to be announced, I'll be having the first annual Women Wanting More Live. It'll be a one-day event. It'll be available for all of you to attend. Ticket price will be incredibly affordable for all of you. And we're going to have a couple hundred or more of us in the room for an incredible one-day event for you to get clarity. What do I want? Why does it matter? Create an action plan. Get really tactical. And leave with an experience and be around other women that are like you. The component of a powerful group, like association, is huge. And there's many of you listen to this podcast and go, there's nobody like me. There's not other women like me. I don't have women that think like this in my life. Well, you come to the Women Wanting More, the first annual Women Wanting More Live. Well, you will get that, sister. You will get that. So I will have more information soon. I will have the date in place probably the next couple weeks, so you can save that date. And then we'll start releasing tickets. And they're going to go fast, sister. Like really fucking fast. So to make sure that you don't miss any of this, I want you to head over to drkarenosborne.com. And you're going to see a pop-up, a little orange window that comes on to be able to join the Women Wanting More newsletter. You're going to enter your name and email. And you'll make sure to get on the list. You can get one of those tickets. And it's going to be incredible. We're going to be celebrating. The podcast at that time will be 1 million plus downloads. And it'll be the first of many annual events that'll be there, and you get to be the very first one. How amazing is that going to be? So make sure to head over to drkarenosborne.com, enter your name and your email when you see that pop-up for the newsletter. Plus, you get to hear from me daily, right? Podcast episodes, my book is coming out, webinars, and really be part of this Women Wanting More sisterhood and tribe. So I will talk to the next episode, sister. A life of more. It's just one step away from you doing the fucking work every single day. I love and appreciate you.
To get the show notes of each Women Wanting More episode, including the How to Get More tip, subscribe to the newsletter at drkarenosborne.com/newsletter.